Yo, 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 what's happening, Arcaders? Danny here, and I am back with a brand new stream. First off, I just want to say to everyone, thank you for coming on to the stream. You might have also, for those who also have been following the website, you may have noticed that I just recently put up a new article, and it's basically about my own little memories about a certain little console that truly was a real competitor to Nintendo during the early mid '90s, and that's right. You probably can even notice it. You probably even notice it right now on the screen, and it is none other than the Sega Genesis. So what's gonna be happening on today's stream is I am basically going to be streaming some classics right now. One in particular, but hold on. Let me just go ahead and raise the volume on this thing. Okay. Because as probably some may know, just recently the Sega Genesis just celebrated another birthday. So in celebration of that, that's what this stream is going to be about. But instead of going the usual route with a Sonic game, which is usually kind of like, the usual thing, what I'm going to do instead is actually play a certain other classic. And while granted, again, even though my first experience with this specific franchise was actually the second one, not the first, again, nevertheless, the first one, it again really helped lay the groundwork for what the second Streets of Rage would become. So we're gonna go ahead and start with that and see how far I can go. All right, so again, if anyone is coming onto the stream, that's what this is going to be about. It's a live stream of me celebrating the Sega Genesis birthday by doing some streams of maybe a game or two, or in this case, it's going to be Streets of Rage. Now, if I could just do a quick little announcement on my phone, and again, I know, it's like, what was that? Why didn't I do this earlier? Guilty as charged. I know, I probably should have gone ahead and posted this announcement much early on. So, okay. So yeah, so. Okay then. Well, hello. Okay, the downside to kind of like dragging stuff across the screen. There. All right, so let's give it a whirl. Oh, one other thing as well, because again, can't have. All right. Oh wait, never mind. So much for that one. Yeah. Is is it even possible to share this thing live? Okay, maybe not. Okay, all right. So, oh hey, cool. Yeah, some other streamers are also live, so that's pretty cool. All right. So just to do a quick little, again, if you're noticing as to what in the world am I doing, I'm basically just doing a quick little announcement on my Instagram, just to kind of let everybody else know as to what in the world I'm doing. Okay, all right. So that should do the trick right about now. Okay, all right. So here goes. Just gotta make sure that. Okay. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this party started. But anyway, to everybody out there, how's everyone been doing? And again, please, you're more than welcome to drop a line in the chat. Hmm. But just the intro and the music alone just grabs you. It just does. A group of determined young police officers have sworn to clean up the city. Among them are Adam Hunter, Axel Stone, and Blaze Fielding. They are willing to risk anything, even their lives, on the streets of rage. I'm surprised no one has attempted to do a movie about this. All right, here we go. First, let me just make sure. Yep. Okay, good. Everything's all set. Let me see. I think I'm going to go ahead and play as Adam this time around. Usually Axel's my guy, but I think for once I'm going to go ahead and play as Adam. Again, they should have done an animated series about this. Or something. Ah, oh, darn. No. All right. Here goes. Now, I admit, maybe in hindsight, I probably could have played a different game first to start off. You know, come to think of it, and maybe this comes also from having watched Cobra Kai, I can't help but picture William Zabka playing Axel. And I'm talking Axel in this game. You know, if they had ever gotten around to doing a live-action version of Streets of Rage, I could have definitely seen William Zabka playing, you know... I can imagine, had they done this in the 90s, I could definitely see William Zabka playing Axel for sure. As to who could play Adam, I don't know. All right. Yo, UberNerd527, good to see you, buddy. So yeah, just doing a little Sega Genesis celebration over here. Though I think in retrospect I probably should have started off with Flicky. That's another Sega game, of course. But hey, maybe we might be able to. Ah, okay. So yeah, Ubernerd, how's it going? Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'll admit, as you again, if you get a chance to read my article, yeah. I mean, even though as much as I was a Nintendo guy and still am, I won't deny I did basically I did used to play the Sega Genesis at those kiosks way back when. So again, getting a chance to so it was a guilty pleasure. Oh, you have some news. What's up? So, what news do you have, man? Ah. Whoa, hello. Oh my gosh, Ubernerd, that's great. Congratulations. Holy moly. All right, congratulations, man. Wow, I mean, wow, congratulations, Ubernerd. Way to go. Congrats, man. Okay, set for next spring. All right. Again, Ubernerd, congratulations. Wow, all right. Holy moly. Well, hey, congratulations, my friend. Way to go. Wow, congratulations. Again, oh my gosh. Ubernerd, congratulations, man. Come on. All right. But still, oh my gosh, congratulations, Ubernerd. This is great news. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're welcome, man. Oh my gosh, again, congratulations. Way to go, Ubernerd. All right, got an extra life. Well, again, I mean, oh my gosh, again, congratulations, man. This is really good news. Phew. Well, that takes care of the peanut gallery. Well, again, congratulations, bro. That is really, really good news. That is really, really big news. All right, batter up. Yes, definitely. Yeah, I went ahead and yes, I had definitely gone ahead and wished him a happy birthday for sure. And oh my gosh, it, but yeah, but yes, definitely, definitely. Yeah, I mean, again, Ray is just he's just an awesome guy. And so again, for those who don't know, Ray is basically, well, the founder of the Arcade Archives website on WordPress, as well as in many ways a mentor of mine and Josh. And my gosh, he definitely introduced. If it weren't for him, I don't think I would be doing any of any streaming right now. He definitely played a big part. Him and of course Ubernerd, you too. But yes, so it's basically today is the birthday of the godfather and founder of our little of this amazing website, and so. There we go. There, got him. Phew. Finally. All right, here goes. Yeah, so basically, my article is basically a one-off. Basically, it was just something me sharing my own little, my own memories about what it was like to be a part of the, or at least my own memories of the Sega Genesis, even though I didn't have one. My only memory of it was basically just, or rather, it wasn't until the Nintendo Wii generation that I actually got a chance to actually really experience the Genesis for the first time, and it was great. It was really good. Yeah, there was also the fact that I had, the Sonic Mega Collection, which definitely helped. It really did. Man. Okay, can't let those claws touch me. Okay, that helped. So yeah, so basically I just wanted to try something a little different. And so basically, because you probably may have noticed, and anyone who reads my article that I just posted, you'll notice this too. I went ahead and went with a different feature in terms of like just how the featured image would look, because I wanted to do like the whole point of that cover was sort of like to show like a little bit, like give it like a sense of vintageness. And again, I was kind of torn between that and going for like a it was either that or go for more like a 1980s vector background and then put in the title Memories of an Arcader. So I decided to go with that sort of background worn piece of paper type of thing for the article, and I think I might keep that as a template for any future memories of articles. So yeah, so basically, the Genesis. My memories of the Genesis are pretty much just that's a one-off. So if anything, I will probably be doing in terms of Genesis related stuff. It'll pretty much be relegated to me playing on my here via my streams. So Streets of Rage. Again, I've never beaten the game. I've gotten close, but I pretty much got my butt handed to me. So I'm just gonna see how far I can go, and if there's time, I'll do another Genesis title. So for this one, I'm just gonna have fun with it and see how far I can go. Batter up. So yeah, so yeah, no, this one. So yeah, my Sega Genesis article is pretty much a one-off. So all right. So yeah, so I just wanted to give my own little again, my own little memories of the Genesis, even though I didn't have the system. But again, I definitely played a lot on those old Genesis, on those Sega kiosks, because I know Target back in the day was notorious for having them, and so it was always a blast. And I was, in fact, that was one of the things that I was always looking forward to the most whenever I would go to Target, to go over there and just have fun on and just play on that Sega kiosk and just see how far I could go. And it was always a blast. It always was. So gotcha. So yeah. So yeah, that was basically something that I wanted to do. So again, anything Sega Genesis related will pretty much be just me doing my streams. So again, and I'll admit, part of me really wanted to go with Sonic the Hedgehog, but I figured, you know what, that would be a little too obvious. So yeah, I might do that in a future stream, but for now though, okay. There we go. So yeah, but yeah, but how about you though? And I know that classes have, I think classes are starting again. Or no, they have started. So how's classes been? Or excuse me, how have classes been? Phew. At least I still have continues. All right, let's see what this boss is about. How in the world? Jeez Louise! Oh man, okay. Whoa, whew, that was close. Whew. Oh man. The last 2 weeks have definitely been a whirlwind. Oof. Man, how, wow, so, ouch. Well, okay, I mean, man. Man. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I mean, but have the students though been I mean, how have the students been though? Yeah, but again, I mean, how have the students been? I mean, have they been at least has it been? I mean, they haven't been too rowdy, have they? Because I know my sister, again, given that my sister also teaches, she's I mean, it's been okay for her so far, even though for her it's definitely been a bit of a learning curve getting back into the swing of things. Oh, okay. Got an extra life. Okay, one at a time. I'll beat the Twinkies out of each and every one of you, I promise. So the students have been surprisingly okay, especially since it's now law that they can't have their phones or any other electronic devices out. Okay, all right, good. That should definitely. Okay, good. That's a good thing. That's a really, really good thing. Phew. Okay, all right. That's a relief. Phew. Okay, all right. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Phew, finally, took care of him. Whoa! Hey, come on! I'm the only one who's allowed to pull a move like that. Phew! Ah! Oh! Holy smoke! All right. Holy smoke. All right. Let's... Okay, so at least if nothing else, hopefully with that law in place that your students can't have their phones out, hopefully that inspires them to hopefully pick up a book and start reading. Because goodness knows, I mean that I'll admit that's one thing I used to do a lot of. I used to just pull out a book and read a lot more than I would actually study. So hopefully they get around. Hopefully they're able to. So hopefully they start doing that. So, but also, any games that you're playing so far, or that you've been able to find time to do? Got him. All right, so, and also to anyone out there who's also... Whoa! Hello! Okay, all right. All right, time to soften these guys up. Whoa, hello! Oh man, I keep forgetting. How do I take this guy down again? Okay. Okay, seriously, I'm not. Oh man, already? Holy mac! Oh man, I really got my butt whooped that time. Ouch. Well, at least I still have a couple more continues to go on. Mina the Hollower. The game is made by the creators of Shovel Knight. Plays like Zelda, but the combat is extremely hard. Ooh, okay. And the fact that it was done by the folks who played Shovel Knight, I'm already sold. Oh, man. That's it. I think I might be able to use that. Oh, man. Okay, yeah. This fire breather definitely is a pain in the neck. This guy just comes at me like a tank. Okay, that's it. I gotta use a special. So Mina the Hollower, huh? So again, I'm looking forward to that. I really gotta check that out. So yeah, for me, it's pretty much just been catching up on some classics, namely Splatoon 3, and also I've been lately putting together some more playlists from both songs I've been buying from. Oh, it's that difficult? Okay, all right. Well, okay, here goes. Here goes. All right. Is it basically like Mega Man 2 difficult? Yeah, excuse me, gentlemen, but I'm just wondering if you know what time the 3 o'clock parade is. If you could just tell me, that'd be great. Possibly? Okay, alright, well. Oh man, okay, yeah, these guys are coming at me with... Oh great, these guys are... Uh-oh. Okay, one more hit and I'm pretty much done. Oh, man. Okay, let's see. Again, it's been a while. Also, I signed up for the open network test that is happening this weekend for Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Oh, wow. All right. Hey, go for it, man. Enjoy it. Let me know how it goes. Let me know how it goes. Alright, I have one more continue left. Oh, it is. Okay. All right. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, because I actually have vacation time this week, so I'm basically just basically just having some fun. Part of me is kind of torn between going to Epic Universe tomorrow or going to AMC to hopefully see Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original movie. So I mean, depending on how things go and if schedules permit. So yeah, depending on how things go schedule-wise, I'll be doing one or the other. Thursday night and goes till Monday. Okay. Yes, definitely. Yes. So again, if I do go to Epic Universe, I will definitely do that tomorrow for sure. So, but yes, you can definitely count on a full report for sure. Huh. One hit. Oh. All right, one more shot. One more chance to. All right, finally. Whew. Ah. Ugh. Okay, it's a miracle my character didn't throw his back out. We gotta time this just right. Whoa. Oh man, didn't time it right. Ooh, but still, that was pretty awesome. Man, that was fun. Let's see. No, not too bad. Made it to round 3. Not too shabby. But yes, again, Uber Nerd, you can definitely count on a full report. All right, so that's it for that one. But we are not done with the stream by any means. No, sir. So now that that's been done, let's see. All right, there we go. So now what we're going to do is venture into a different place, specifically Flicky. And now this one I know specifically from the Sonic Mega Collection on my GameCube. So this will be a fun little diversion. Let's see let's see how far I can go on this one. So yeah, so again, I mean, oh man, still remember that one. Oh yeah, by the way, Uber Nerd, did you ever get a chance to play this game? So yeah, so again, arcaders, if you're just joining me, welcome. Basically, what I'm doing is a nice little, yeah. So yeah, so again, to all arcaders out there, this is just a continuation of a little celebration of the Sega Genesis and some games that I'll be doing for the next hour. I just got through finishing up with Streets of Rage 1, first attempt at trying it in a while, and so now I'm going to be doing the game Flicky. So yeah, but yeah, so to Uber Nerd, so basically, I never had either, or at least until I discovered it on the Sonic Mega Collection. That was my first introduction to this game, and it's funny because that's the name of one of the characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise, or at least the video games anyway, namely Sonic Triple Trouble, because I know that if you would basically go through the panel and you get Flicky, you don't get any special bonuses after you complete the act in that zone. So that was like, oh, okay. So there's that. So, but yeah, basically all this is basically help guide Flicky to, or specifically help Flicky guide those little birds to the door. And if I can any items I pick up, I can use against those crazy little tigers. So let's see how. Ah! Oh man. Okay, got a little rusty there. Whew. So yeah, I mean it is a fun little game. You know, nothing too nothing too fancy, of course. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard of that one. I never had a chance to. Yeah, I never had a chance to play the game. But I do remember hearing a lot of it. Yeah. But yeah, cool spot. Yeah, I remember seeing, you know, just again having as someone who used to drink 7 Up a great deal as a kid, that was that was pretty hilarious. It was pretty fun just looking at those. Come on, guys, time to pick your kids up after school. Ah! Holy macaroni! Phew, that was close. But yeah, that's one game I never had a chance to play. Oh boy, ouch. Oh man, I aimed wrong. Whoops. Alright. Alright, come on. Tea time's over. Phew, that was close. Alright, let me see if I can try and get them all this time. Phew. Okay, almost. Nice. So yeah, that's basically all this game entails. All you do is just have to, you basically just go and retrieve the little birds, and just try not to get caught by those tigers. But luckily though, you have a few. Luckily, though, there are a few items strewn about. Ooh, ouch. Game over. But okay. Alright then. So it looks like there's still a few bit of minutes time. But yeah, that's basically all that game really entails. As you know, again, as Flicky, you just have to just rescue the little chirps and basically just pick them up and just basically get them out of there. But of course, again, you got tigers who are basically looking to disrupt your little plan. So that's all that really entails. And it looks as if though there's still a little bit of time left. So let me see if I can try my hand at something. Ah, here we are. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So yeah, so just like how Nintendo created its own answer to Tetris with Dr. Mario, essentially Sega followed suit as well with Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. So how about you, Bernard? Do you remember playing this game? And also, oh, and of course, obviously, for those who remember watching Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, not the Saturday morning, dark one, but the darker cartoon, but the more lighthearted one, the Supersonic Search and Smash Squad, Scratch and Grounder are basically making an appearance there. So here goes. Alright, so here goes. I know for the most part I've made it up to about stage 3. So, beans, let me give you a hand or two. I've prepared Dr. Robotnik a wonderful bean feast. Come to arms, my beauties. Alright, here goes. Maybe for anyone who's ever played Tetris or Dr. Mario, you probably already know more or less what you have to do here. And for anyone who doesn't know, essentially what all there is to it is to basically line up as many of the beans as possible, so that way you can go ahead and pretty much take these guys out. Or in other words, try and defeat. Oh man. Okay, alright. Maybe this won't be as easy as it looks. Uh-oh. And that doesn't sound good. Yeah, because if you're not careful, these guys they'll basically, they'll get you. And boy, will they get you. Crap. Okay, yeah. And as you can see, this is where things start to pile up a little bit more if you're not careful. But if you can score, if you can basically clear out more than one bean at the same time, you can actually... But again, Arms is pretty much the easiest one compared to some of these other guys, because having gone up to stage 3, I can tell you from experience that these guys don't mess around. Oh, darn. Oh, boy. Almost forgot. Oh, my gosh. Got him. Woo! Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yes, I did hear about... Oh, holy smokes. No, I did not. I seriously did not know that Pac-Man was going to be in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. And he's going to be in Pac-Man World 2 Repacked. Huh. Now that's going to be interesting. Okay, I'm really okay. All right, I really got to see that. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I got to go back and look at those old trailers just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Holy moly. Huh. Interesting. Oh my gosh, Ninja Turtles as well? Oh boy, this is going to be a big one. Wow. Yikes. Oh boy. All right. So again, wow, that is big news. Wow. I mean, it was like, wow, double the big news. Wow. All right. And SpongeBob. Wow. I mean, they're pulling out all the stops here. They really are. Crazy. All right. So let's keep going. But yeah, oh my gosh, that's big news. I didn't know that. Arms is always too wrapped up in himself to do anything useful. I'm a bright spark, though, and I reckon I know how to beat you. Wow, I mean, Pac-Man in Sonic, and then Sonic in turn in Pac-Man. Wow, I mean... Oh man. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. All right. He's able to strike back right from the start. Not many can say that. All right. Can't let up now. Oh, darn. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Messed up that one. All right, let me see here. Got him. All right. All right, let me see here. All right. All right. Got him on the run. Okay, or at least I hope so. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes, that's good news. So yeah, and I saw your post. And oh my gosh, I'm glad you liked it, bro. I'm really glad you did. Uh-oh. Okay, all right. Oh man, I was hoping to. All right. Okay. All right. All right. No worries. No worries. Okay. Oh darn! Oh yeah. Okay. Not what I intended. That was not my intention. All right. Oh! Oh my gosh! Haha! Now that's what I get. Oh my gosh! Now that is cool. Oh darn! I probably could have. Okay. All right. All right. No worries. No worries. All right. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh crap. I'm not gonna win this one. Oh. Yeah, definitely not continuing that one. But yeah, but yes, I'm glad you like the Superman movie, Josh. That's again, I'm really again, I'll admit when I went to go see it, I wasn't sure what to expect, but I'm glad that I did because wow, I mean, it just puts you right into that comic book universe. And I was almost afraid that that the Justice Gang was going to kind of steal the spotlight, but no. Actually, it turns out they helped enhance the story and Superman's story in that film. But yeah, to see what they do for Supergirl, yeah, that's going to be very interesting. And again, Lex Luthor has no idea that he dodged quite the speeding bullet because if Kara had been on Earth when Krypto was captured, yeah, there's no question that this version of Kara Zor-El would have really just she would have thrown Lex Luthor all the way into the sun without even flinching. So yeah, Lex Luthor really has no idea how lucky he is because let's face it, unlike Clark, Kara does not have that level of restraint. And yeah, and the robots there were great. And of course, speaking of and going back to the Justice Gang, you know what? Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know if James Gunn is writing Supergirl. I mean, I like to think that at the very least he's producing it, obviously, but I don't know if he's working on the screenplay for it. But still, I mean, again, I agree that yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they do with Supergirl and how Kara's story is going to develop in this brand new universe. So, and again, it's off to a great start. I mean, the movie did so much. I mean, it did so well. I mean, it's like from what I understand, it's made at least it's up to $600 million in terms of how much money it's made. So that's good news. Yes, they are filming it currently. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, that's big news. But yeah, going back to the Justice Gang, Mr. Terrific. My gosh, I mean, and the fact that he's played by the same actor who played Darwin in X-Men First Class, wow, that's yeah. I mean, he definitely stole the show, and even Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. Now, I'm not too familiar with Guy Gardner as Green Lantern, except from the Death of Superman uh, story, which I actually happen to have back here. And while granted, I have the original trade for Death of Superman, but about a year and a half ago, I ended up getting this. And I know that Guy Gardner was definitely heavily featured when Doomsday first showed up on Earth. That is going to be something. So again, he nailed it. I mean, all the actors nailed everything that those characters are. So, but yeah. So again, it'll be interesting to see. DC's off to a good start. They really off to a good start, and with James Gunn pretty much being, at the helm, I think this is it's gonna be good as long as they put in the right directors and just the right people both behind the camera as well as in front of the camera. The sky's the limit, and DC can definitely get there. They can definitely get the consumer confidence back. It's gonna take some time, but again, the Superman film is definitely a step in the right direction. So. But but I'm glad you were able to go see it, and I'm glad that you had fun. Oh, they are. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they are doing a Green Lantern. Yeah, yeah. See, I wasn't sure about that because I know they were working on a Green Lantern themed project, and I know that that the actor who played young Mufasa in the recent Mufasa movie, the Mufasa the Lion King, Aaron Pierre, I think his name is. He's actually he's been cast as Jon Stewart. So, and again, Jon Stewart was definitely one of my favorite characters from JLJLU. So I mean, he again, so yeah. So I don't know if it's a live action TV show or movie, but I know that there is some kind of Green Lantern project involved, and I know that Aaron Pierre, aka our Jon Stewart, he's gonna be in that one. So I'm looking forward to that. And again, Aaron Pierre, from what I've seen in interviews, the guy has the gravitas and definitely just the look, the vibe, and the presence that Jon Stewart has to have. So again, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing what he does and to see if because if Nathan Fillion's Guy Gardner is going to be in there, then it's going to be interesting to see how those guys play off each other if they do. Because I'm pretty sure I don't think Jon Stewart's going to be able to tolerate Guy Gardner any more than Clark would. But again, it's going to be interesting if whether it be a movie or a TV series, it will be interesting to see what they do. It really will. So again, to Uber Nerd and to all my fellow arcaders out there, I hope you guys were able to enjoy today's streaming of the Sega Genesis. So now, will this be the only one? No, because as you can see, there are definitely a few other ones. So I definitely have some practicing to do. And just, again, getting a chance to be able to celebrate the console. Because again, as someone who did not have a Sega Genesis, it really is great being able to get a chance to play these games. Especially, between the Nintendo Wii days with playing Streets of Rage and whatnot. It's going to be interesting to see, just to really experience it, and whatnot. So, especially Golden Axe. That one is this one in particular. This one I'm looking forward to. Now, Echo the Dolphin, I definitely need to practice that. I definitely need to practice that one for sure. So, and just again, and I mean, before I close out the stream, it's interesting looking at Sega's history. Especially during this time when they were trying to put the Genesis together and whatnot, between Stephen Kent's book, The Ultimate History of Video Games, Volume 1, and even Console Wars by Blake J. Harris, there's a lot of interesting history there. But even then, I found out that those two books don't tell the whole story, because it turns out there's even more details than what a lot of us thought. And because there's a podcast that I listened to, a video game podcast called They Create Worlds. And a big shout out to the guys who run that podcast, because they did a 3-parter of Sega versus Nintendo and just their stories, how it converges. And especially when you get to part 3 of those episodes, and where they really talk about when Tom Kalinske from Mattel, how he got hired, and some of the choices he made. And it turns out that yes, there was some office politics going on, but not completely in the way we think. So it turns out there was definitely a lot more. There were definitely a lot more details during that time, and than what had been a lot more than what we thought. And it turns out that both Michael Katz and Tom Kalinske, some of the marketing decisions they made, and in terms of dropping the price of the Genesis, and especially going for those advertising campaigns and just licensing celebrities, it turns out some of that stuff may have seemed like the right idea to do at the time, but according to the podcast that I listened to, it turns out that maybe those decisions may have laid the groundwork for what would ultimately lead to Sega's exit from the hardware business, because specifically being the real thing being that Sega was not as cash heavy as say Nintendo was during that time, and how all those things combined with other office politics going on, company expansion over in Japan and whatnot, and how all those things kind of helped contribute and kind of started the domino effect to what would ultimately, become, Sega's exit from the hardware business. So it's little things like that. Again, it's interesting again how there's what we the audience, and especially those of us who just like video game history, what we think we know, and then there's more details that come to light that really just wow. You think wow, it helps you recontextualize a lot of stuff, huh? And a Nintendo Cartridge Society, huh? Okay, all right. I think I'll check that out for sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to ramble too much, but I just wanted to it's interesting how there's so much video game history that we know, and then more detail. Like I said, more details come to light, and you start to go, wow, just when you think you know everything. But yeah, Nintendo Cartridge Society. Okay, yeah, definitely. I'll definitely be checking that podcast out. And speaking of podcast recommendation, I got one for you. Basically, They Create Worlds, which actually they happen to have a Twitch channel of their own. Though they don't go on it all that much, but I do listen to their stuff. And once I found out that Sega Genesis was having their that it was its birthday just recently, I decided to go back and listen to those 3-part episodes. And again, to everyone out there, again, I highly recommend that in addition to what Ubernerd just recommended, the Nintendo Cartridge Society, I highly recommend that you also check out both podcasts, the Nintendo Cartridge Society and also the They Create Worlds, and especially again the 3-part Sega versus Nintendo episodes. Again, because they definitely shed a lot of light on a lot of information on things that I didn't know, and a lot of folks didn't know either. But now it seems that a lot of that information is coming to light, and it definitely, again, it's amazing to see just history unfold, and even more, and learning new things that we didn't know before. So yeah. So again, thank you to UberNerd527. Thank you so much for coming on to the stream, and to everybody out there who was able to see this live. Thank you so much. And of course to everyone out there, 2 podcast recommendations: the Nintendo Cartridge Society, obviously, and of course They Create Worlds. So check those 2 podcasts out, and yeah. So again, UberNerd, thank you so much, bro. And to everybody out there, I will catch you guys on the next stream. I will be continuing the Sega Genesis coverage for sure. As to what could be next, well, I think maybe this one, and possibly this one, but we'll see what happens. Well, actually, come to think of it, Golden Axe, and maybe, just maybe, let me see if I'm looking at this. Oh, and possibly that one, Vector Man. So you know what? Those 2 will be next on the schedule. So. Oh, Ristar. Yeah, that's right. I did get a chance to try that one out, though I haven't had a chance to really jump into it. I definitely need to do that just to practice. So again, I will definitely make note of that. So there you go. All right, arcaders. You'll definitely have at least 2 or 3 more games to look forward to on the next stream. And yeah, I think I will definitely be adding in Ristar. Golden Axe and Vector Man in there as well. So again, I will see you all on the next stream. UberNerd527. Again, thank you so much for coming on board, and I will see you all on the next stream. So until then, keep playing like it's 1981. Later.